Michael, 4-2 defeat at Clitheroe here in the FA Trophy. How do you even start to make sense of that game?
Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? You go 2-0 up, not under any pressure at all, and then complete capitulation, which is totally unacceptable. The players know that in there. We've had words together there, they're deflated, but it's basically we just fell apart, and I've never ever seen us do what we did today, and all the time I've been here, and it's frustrating because we got ourselves into such a good position, not really under any threat, and then the lad, we just allow a player to just cut inside, and there's no pressure on the ball, and he scores, and then what happened for 5 minutes before half time, I've no idea. When we to go from 2-0 to being 3-2 down to going at half time, and like you're just asking yourself what's happened. But the players know that it's got to be better. And that's not acceptable, that performance today. You feel sorry, not the fans we brought down today. It's so disappointing for them. Even the second half, they've gone up down to 10 men, and they still look like they wanted it more, which hurts, because that shouldn't happen with us. It doesn't normally happen with us, and we can say we've got players missing and things, but that's not an excuse today. We just were a mile off.
Yeah, and just starting with the game, as I said, the penalty against us, they hit the post, and a great reaction from us to go 2-0. Good finish by Josh Scott, and that goal from Bramwell was a real one for the record books.
Yeah, and you're looking and you're thinking, manage the game from there, but that's one thing that we're not doing at the minute. We're not managing the game, we're not taking the sting out of the game. Too many times we just played the ball forward for no reason, when we could have just put our foot on the ball and kept it for the remainder of the first half, and we didn't. We give the ball away so many times under no pressure again, and it just wasn't good enough. But fair play to Clitheroe. They worked harder than us. They looked like they wanted it more than us, which is really annoying. And it's just really, really poor day today. Really poor.
Yeah, and moving forward, it's a bunched up league table. We're out the FA Trophy now, so the full focus on the league. What do you say to the lads to kind of get them motivated going forward now?
It's the same thing what we've said, for a long time. First and foremost, you've got to work harder than the other team. And we're not doing that. There's too many times players are just running past us, and you can see that in the second half, even when they went down to 10 men. We should be able the onus to keep the ball. Even under no pressure, we're giving the ball away, and we've got to be better. Our decision making is so poor today in certain areas. We're getting into the final third, and the cross selection is so bad, and it's not like we don't work on these things in training, and that's a really annoying thing, because the things that we've worked on in training, that it comes to a match day and they're just not doing it. So it was really frustrating, and we've just said there, you go and turn up the Hednesford like that on Tuesday, and you'll have the same result. We'll have a couple of players back. Addy will be back, and Sweetie will be back, and it's probably easy to put them players in the team after that performance. So we need a reaction. We know last week we lost last week to Ashton, but that wasn't through. That was from like a couple of errors we're making, uncharacteristic errors that we made today, and we made them last week, and they've got to be cut out as well. But we've got to be a lot better than what we have been in the last two games. We're giving the ball away far too easily under no pressure, and teams. The last two games have worked harder than us, and that's been. It's not like they've got more quality than us. They've worked harder than us, which is really frustrating.
Yeah, and Clitheroe back into the lineup today. Adam Nicholson maybe back on Tuesday, as you say. It's only been one time this season the two pair have played together. I think that's Morpeth. What significance do you think that could have, having both of them back into the lineup on a regular basis?
Well, I think with Addy, you've got a leader, and he's loud, and we've just said there. You normally see players like having a go at each other on the. There wasn't even that today. People giving each other instructions. There was none of that. There was no communication between the players today. It was just a very, very strange performance, which I haven't rarely seen before. And the players know that wasn't acceptable, and like I say, we'll get players back, and it has been frustrating so far this season where we haven't been able to put the team out that we wanted to put out for many games through injuries, suspensions, players at work, players away, and it's frustrating. I mean, today we had like even this morning 2 players, Kingy's back seized up, Jack Spears, he was in a car crash yesterday, and then the others are injured or away. So it's really frustrating that we can't get the team out that we want out on the pitch. But that, like I say, that's no excuses to the performance what we put in today.
Yeah, and a debut today for Chucker and Eagle. An unfortunate one, but I thought he put himself about well when he came on. Yeah,
it's frustrating because you look at going 2-0 up, and you should be managing the game. You should be going in 2-0 at half time, and then we should be able to bring the 18s on. But like you say, that didn't happen. Chucker come on. He was positive. He probably didn't sat in, so probably not the type of game for him to play in. But he come on and he had a go, and it didn't work out for how we wanted it to. But it's good to obviously get another under 18 making his first team debut.
And the fans came out in a good couple of hundred. What did you make of them today?
The fans are brilliant. It's great to see a full bus on coming. The brilliant in the first half. They were brilliant. When we've gone 2-0 up, and then obviously probably deflated just like we were in the second half because we expected more of a reaction and we didn't really get one. I don't think their goalkeepers had to make a save in the second half. Again, a really, really bad day. Frustrating for us, but probably frustrating even more for the fans who've made the long journey down. Hopefully we can get players back on Tuesday and put in a much better, much needed performance against Huddersfield.